I used to fucking grow mushrooms. I shouldn't probably say this, but I used to grow mushrooms.
Yeah, lion's mane and reishi.
It was probably a good 20 years ago now. Statute of limitations, I'm sure, right?
I mean, you just said you grow mushrooms and you grew lion's mane and reishi, right?
Right, exactly. Exactly. But knowing that, there's a lot of people, when I did it before, it was because we were having a lot of fun. We were having a good time.
Yeah.
But then there were some people of mine that were really messed up mentally, and I saw what it was doing to them, and we started getting into more shamanistic style approaches to tripping.
Right.
And it wasn't, let's go out to all the bars tonight and do this. No, let's go out into nature. Let's go build a fire and sit around and talk about things, you know? And the things that are bothering you seem to come out with those. And you know what? There's been many of my friends that have opened up about things and started going on a bad trip. And I sat there and talked them down out of it. I became really good at it. That's when I was like, there's something more to this, definitely. Now you fast forward to the time we're in now where legalization is happening and states get to make up their own rights and their own ideas and their own minds about how they want to do things. You're going to start seeing this medicine help out a lot more.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, even the military, if I'm correct, looks at psychedelics for PTSD.
They do.
They don't really want to talk about that a lot, I don't think,
No.
but it is being looked at. So even on that level, they understand that there is a need for research on this.
Yep.
That right there is saying so much to where we're going with this. That's a beautiful thing. A lot of your antidepressants and medicines that are out there, that shit's horrible.
Right.
It wrecks your body. I had a lady that I was talking to not too long ago, probably maybe a couple of months ago, and she was on antidepressants for like 30 years.
Yep.
She said, I was on them for 10 years regularly, daily. She goes, then I spent 15 years getting off of them. And it took cannabis and CBDs to do that. And she didn't say anything about the mushroom aspect, but I kind of feel that she kind of hinted at that a couple of times, I felt like.
Yeah.
And I think that probably helped her out a lot too.
Absolutely. I mean, and I feel like you said it well, a lot of people, right, when they first take mushrooms. Now, this has changed in recent times.
Yes.
10 years ago, 95% of people, when they're seeking mushrooms, were seeking it to trip.
Right.
Right.
It was an enjoyment. It was entertainment.
Right. And, well, that's what they had hoped for.
Right.
Right. They sometimes they won't give you that option, but
exactly.
Yeah,
that is very true.
Yeah. And I think that at that point in time, right, you started to get a lot of people such as like how you and your friends were, right, where that trip becomes a lot more spiritual, it becomes a lot more internal, it becomes a lot more meaningful, and so you see even the evolution of yourself in it. When you first took it, it's we're gonna have fun, we're gonna essentially an immature thought, and I don't want to say that having fun is immature. It's not
exactly. I understand exactly what you're saying, though. It was a very juvenile approach to things, very selfish.
Then, as they started teaching you more and more about not only them but yourself as well, right? Your mentality began to evolve to, I need to share this with people now. Now, years ago, the problem was that people were trying to push the idea of you need to do a heroic dose and kill your ego on the first time. No, that is actually not how we should be treating people. We need to start training people that the real way to get yourself is just like any other medicine. You start off at a specific dose.
Yes.
You find out how your body is affected by it, what it does to you, how it makes you feel. Determine if it's the right medicine for you. Mushrooms are amazing. That does not mean that they work for everybody.
Exactly. I was about to say, this is the same thing with cannabis.
Yep.
Everybody's like, CBDs and cannabis will help everything. No, it won't always help everything.
No.
There's some things, some people are just not geared or wired for that.